Imagine generating electricity from fossil fuels without harming the environment. Some 40% of the world's carbon dioxide emissions from the energy sector are generated from power stations that use fossil fuels, oil, gas, and coal. Carbon dioxide emissions are now widely accepted as the main contributor to climate change. We believe generating electricity while minimizing these emissions is key to tackling climate change and improving air quality. There are a number of ways of generating power without carbon dioxide emissions. Renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power will make a contribution, but additional solutions will also be required to meet the global demand for power. There is another way to produce low-carbon electricity, and the technology is here now. It's called decarbonized energy, and it works by removing carbon dioxide from any fossil fuel and storing it safely underground, while the remaining fuel, hydrogen, can then be used to produce clean electricity. California is an ideal site for a new clean electricity production facility that would generate a gross output of nearly 400 megawatts of low-carbon electricity. The Hydrogen Energy California project will utilize petroleum coke, a byproduct of the oil refining process, supplemented by coal when necessary. Heating these fuels to high temperatures and pressures turns them into a gas, which then goes through a cleanup process to remove substances such as sulfur. It is then split into its two component gases, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. The carbon dioxide is captured, compressed, and transported via a pipeline, then injected deep underground to be stored safely and permanently. Injection would be into oil fields, where it would enable additional oil reserves to be flushed out. The carbon dioxide remains behind to be stored on a permanent basis beneath a natural impervious seal. Meanwhile, the hydrogen is used as fuel to generate
21 gigawatts!
Reduction in carbon dioxide emissions of some 90%. Hydrogen is a clean, versatile fuel of the future, and the technology that produces it will take us one step closer to a hydrogen economy.
Vote for me.
It offers us a real chance of meeting our ever-increasing demand for electricity with virtually no carbon dioxide emissions. We cannot ignore the risk of climate change any longer. We must take precautionary action now and make generating clean electricity a priority. Carbon capture and storage is not the only solution to the problem, but it is here now, and it will allow us to address climate change while other renewable and sustainable technologies are being developed. If just 5% of the world's forecast new electricity requirements were generated in this way, it would reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 1 billion tons a year. The proposed investment in this California project by Hydrogen Energy, a company owned by BP and Rio Tinto, is part of its